Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CFC Blues podcast. We're here back again with my co-host Yusuf. How you doing, Yusuf?
I'm doing alright, mate. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. And we've got another special guest on for today. It's been a long time coming. He's been in our comments for as far as I can remember. It's the Football Talk. How you doing, mate?
I am doing alright. Just a pleasure being on the channel. I'm just excited. Let's get into it.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird because normally I'm reading your comments straight away saying hi or how are you guys doing, and now we're talking about the game on here, so it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. So we've got a big game to talk about yesterday. Chelsea 2, Everton 0. As you guys can probably see from the title, we've got a lot to talk about. Also, before we start, I would like to give the chance for you to give your channel a hard plug. So I'll give you as much time as you need. Just give it a hard plug. Give it whatever you need.
Alright. Cheers. Yeah, my channel's called the Football Talk, as you can see here. If you want to go watch it, that's completely fine. I upload pretty much content every single week, mainly about Chelsea, but I can defer into other videos. But make sure to drop over there and see what you think of it. But yeah, let's go on with the podcast.
No problem, mate. Thanks for coming on again.
Yeah, no
means
problem.
a lot when other people come on, especially other Chelsea fans. Obviously, there are a few different sets of Chelsea fans. Like you've got the really cocky ones, and then you've got ones like us who are calm. And so already a comment from the Will123, big Newcastle fan, saying hi. How are you doing, mate? So yeah, make sure you guys get your your thoughts of the game in the comments and your player rating as well. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, and 6 being the average. Right, Yusuf.
Yep.
What did you think of the game?
Sorry. The game. Yeah, it was a great game. It's a great performance from the lads. Obviously, we won 2-0 with Havertz. Havertz shot, but then it was an own goal from Godfrey, and then it was a penalty from Jorginho. And then Havertz scored again, but it was offside because he had his arm, which is fair enough because it was a handball. But yeah, we play very good. I think Everton actually played all right. Just that they just couldn't finish chances. To be fair, so yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Havertz was so unfortunate. Obviously, at first glance, I thought that was a Havertz goal, but from when they showed one of the angles, it did look like it was going off target. Is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. But Football, I'm going to come to you now. What was your overall reaction after the game? Did you think anyone played particularly bad? Was there any negatives to come out of the game, or was it all positive?
Well, to be honest, it was generally positive. Obviously, I think every game, there's always positives coming out of each game because we're unbeaten so far. But I think there's just the main negative I have for this game is just maybe just some of our finishing. Obviously, I think we all know the name. It's Timo Werner. Ever since he's I don't know what it is, but sometimes he has bad games and sometimes good games. But apart from Timo Werner's finishing, everything I'd say was positive. The whole team was, they seemed to play really well together, and Tuchel showed again that he can rotate the squad without really sacrificing any any talent and anything, and we're still unbeaten, so I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Unbeaten under Tuchel. There's loads of Chelsea fans saying like really negative things I've seen on Instagram and Twitter, and honestly, it's not what you want to see. Like since Tuchel's come in, we're undefeated. We haven't lost a game, and we've played Atletico Madrid, Man United, Liverpool, Spurs, Everton, who are a good team at the moment. We played a lot of good teams, and obviously, I don't know where this negativity is coming from, but hey ho, we'll move on. Oh, we've got an absolute legend in the comments, Yusuf. Look who it is.
Yeah, it's Griffin John.
Reverend John, greetings to you, George and Yusuf. Trust you all well. We are, mate. Hope you're doing well as well. Congratulations on your team. Misery after misery for Liverpool. How the mighty have fallen. Indeed. But I'm sure you guys will have some faith. Remember, we were in this position. We were in ninth at one point when Tuchel came in. We were in ninth position.
Yeah, we're ninth. Yeah.
Something's got to happen. Maybe something's going on behind the scenes at Liverpool, but who knows? Anthony Metzer, yeah, Tuchel effect. Well done. Thank you, mate. Good luck in your game against Liverpool in the Champions League. I know you're a big Leipzig fan, which I've seen you speak about in the comments. And one last one from Brethren saying Tuchel setting the record, which no other manager has done before, not conceding a goal in his first 5 years. 5 years, what? Yeah,
5
LFC,
games, I think. Yeah.
Oh, 5 games. Okay, yeah, LFC 6 defeats and counting. Yeah, indeed. Tuchel, still undefeated under him. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love the man. He's single-handedly changed the team, and certain people, who I will remain nameless, said that Tuchel is no different to Lampard.
Right. What?
yeah. Something's clearly different.
I think
that's a bit dumb.
The results speak for themselves, you know.
Indeed, they do. But we've got a game to talk about. We spoke about it a little bit. Obviously, the title says Kai Havertz shines. I'm putting that up there right now. Me and Yusuf already decided this yesterday whilst watching the game. CFC Blues podcast man of the match is Kai Havertz. Well done, Kai. He played very well yesterday, I have to say. Will we see more of this from him? What do you think?
Me.
Either one of you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think definitely. I think Thomas Tuchel's shown. I think he can nurture young players into playing well. I think Timo Werner can probably improve from him as well in maybe the coming weeks. But I think Havertz will gain consistency as the season goes on. But probably next season, I think we'll see him at his best, definitely.
Indeed, we will. Hopefully, that's probably his best game in a Chelsea shirt. I know he scored a hat-trick against Barnsley at the start of the season, but no disrespect to Barnsley in the Championship, but that's a league lower and Barnsley aren't that great. Yes, we only beat them 1-0 in our most recent game, but with a team of players out of position, you're bound to not do as well. But a win's a win. So what I want to ask you, Yusuf, about Kai Havertz is a similar thing. How will he reach his so-called potential? Do you think he's going to go past his boundary? Do you think he's going to break his limits and go further? Or do you think he's going to stay at the same level that he's at now?
I think he'll improve, definitely, because it's shown when Tuchel came in. I think on the Lampard he wasn't that good, but obviously on Tuchel he's been playing very good recently. I remember Wolves, he played very good as well. And then obviously got injured after that, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, obviously yesterday he was man of the match for me and you, and probably everyone else. So yeah, I think he will definitely improve on Tuchel.
Yeah, definitely. That number 9 role looks good for him. It does look really, really good. Another comment.
Yeah.
From John saying, what is your guys' take on Tuchel, rotation on players, and also his comments on Pulisic that he prefers to play him 20 to 30 minutes as he affects the game? Yusuf, take it away.
What's going to take it? I mean, I think because Pulisic, he's very injury prone. So, like, playing him 90 minutes regularly isn't the best idea, to be fair, because his hamstring is basically coming out of cheese. It just doesn't work sometimes. But what am I going to first? Yeah, I mean, I agree with him, John. He should play around half an hour because I think he'll have a better impact than if he played for 90 minutes for me. So yeah, I agree with this comment.
Yep, football talk.
Well, I agree with Tuchel. Obviously, his methods are, great, but I feel like I want Pulisic to start maybe a few games even like against maybe some lower clubs, or even getting subbed on around half time, just so he can make that chemistry with the other players, so then he can affect the game in big ways. Because we've seen him do that before, obviously before he got injured. But yeah, I hope he can get to where he was before he got injured.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm praying. Because last season he was probably in our top 3 best players, which is definitely he was definitely there. Definitely. He scored goals, scored that famous goal against Manchester City, which won Liverpool the title, funnily enough. And Anthony Metzer, what's the story with the striker position? Yesterday, Abraham Giroud was playing Werner on the striker position, assigned to accommodate other players like Havertz. Now, I will correct you here, Anthony. Havertz was playing number 9, Werner was on the left, and Hudson-Odoi was on the right. But the Werner and Hudson-Odoi rotated sometimes. But I think it's difficult. Giroud's getting on a bit. He is getting on a bit. He's still a great player, no doubt about that. He's still very underrated. I mean, oh my god.
Well, what's happened?
It's just a comment. I'll read it out in a minute. But basically, with Giroud, he is getting on a bit. Abraham is being dropped out of the squad. He's not even in the team these days. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's going to be a move for him. And I feel like with Havertz playing in the 9, which he played particularly well yesterday, that might be the answer. It might not. Who knows? But you can't base your opinion over one game. You have to see it over a period of games. If Yusuf, if you would like to just read this out for me.
Oh God, okay. What's your talk on Havertz now coming forward after finally having a good game with Mo being dropped? It's a chance for Havertz. Yeah, mate. I think with Mo being dropped, I think Havertz can prove to Tuchel and everyone else, the fan base and his teammates of what a good player he is.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mo even got dropped in the first place, mate. I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, that's shocking. You can't drop him unless. I'm not saying it.
Yeah, Havertz had a really good game yesterday, I have to say. It's been a long time coming. Obviously, up until before the game kicked off, having paid 80 million for him being our record signing, and him playing in the games that he's played and not performed. I mean, he was due a good performance. So I mean, it's just a thing of what comes up next, right? Football talk. I'll ask you about this one. With this rotation system at Chelsea, wouldn't cause problems of players being unsettled and leaving in the summer. Players want to play, and also, what's your expectation so far with the remaining season?
Well, I think I can see where you're coming from there with the rotation problems and all that, but I think some players in the squad, I think particularly a good example of this is maybe like Pulisic and Giroud. Giroud, I think knows where his place is at the club. He's getting older, but he can score goals. He can be good, but I think he's content with playing as maybe that second fiddle striker. Same with Pulisic. I think the under Tuchel at Dortmund, he sort of played the same role where he was a sort of a super sub. But I think as long as players like Tammy, I think he will go, unfortunately. But I think generally, the squad's quite happy. Even someone like Emerson, I know he doesn't play too much, but as long as he gets the occasional game or occasional substitution on, I think all the players will be happy, with their role at the club.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Definitely, Giroud knows where he's at. He's getting, like we said before, he's 34 now, getting on a bit. And yes, you could argue Thiago Silva's doing it at 36, Ronaldo's doing it at 35, Ibra's doing it at 40. He might still have that time left, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it for maybe 2 to 3 more seasons. Maybe I'm over maybe 1 or 2 more seasons. But if he keeps the physical condition he's in, then he might be able to go on longer. What have we got? Yusuf?
Why do you know flipping what shampoo do I use? But anyway, I don't remember the name. It's just shampoo
Head
that I
and
bought. I don't know.
Say
I didn't
head
buy the
and shoulders.
shampoo. My mum did.
Oh yeah, Head and Shoulders definitely.
Get
Head and
Joe
Shoulders,
Hart out. Oh, just
Joe
before.
Hart. Oh,
By the way, you doing,
Havertz.
mate? Have you seen the maths debating that happened in the press conference? I haven't. What's happened?
Oh God, George. No,
What?
no.
What is it?
What happened? Am I missing something?
Oh, 1 second. You
Well,
know
I'll
what?
read,
Never
I'll
mind.
read the next ones out. Who will take the German job after low rumours of with Klopp? But to be honest, Tuchel and Nagelsmann come to mind. Definitely, Tuchel.
I don't think Klopp will go because I think he said.
quite well. Nagelsmann will definitely fit the job. So you know, I hope it's not Tuchel. But there's been a lot of rumours with Klopp, and I don't know with the form Liverpool are in, will he stay much longer? I don't know much about the Liverpool what's going on backstage at Liverpool. But who knows? Who knows? Just something. There we go. Luke, we are on tonight at 8 tonight for Leipzig preview. I know I'll be in the comments, so everyone that is watching that might have been in the comments. I hope you guys go and check them out. They're a great podcast, so go and check them out. And speak of the Devils, 1892 Reds podcast. Klopp turning down the German job. All I'm going to say is good luck for the rest of the league next season. Klopp is coming for everyone. I mean, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd use that motivation that this season's gone. Just focus on the Champions League, and who knows? You use that motivation for next season. So, just get some Chelsea comments in. I've just seen another comment from Luke. Luke, stop it! You're a naughty bloke. Stop it. Giroud wanted to leave the club due to the lack of game time. Do you think he'll leave Chelsea? I think he'll probably want to end his career elsewhere. Probably go back to France, maybe back to Montpellier, where he won the title out there with. But who knows? I don't think this season, but possibly next season.
Because I think he wants to play in Euros.
Is this true, Yusuf?
Tesco shampoo. No. I don't use Tesco shampoo.
Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's.
I doubt it will be Klopp. To be honest, I reckon Nagelsmann may be a good shout. Nagelsmann is a good shout.
1 second.
He's done a lot of good work at Leipzig. Obviously, I wanted him at Chelsea, but now we've got Tuchel and he's doing bits over here. So Nagelsmann is probably the best shout for the German job. He's young. He's got a few season experience as well. So who knows? Honestly, anything can happen at this point. Anthony Metzer, is Christensen now a guaranteed starter as an FPL fan? Asking as an FPL fan, Tuchel not playing Rudiger hurt me big time. I mean, Rudiger's played a lot of games recently. Got to give him a rest. Bearing in mind we have got a big game against Atletico coming up. Yes, it's not till next week, but it would be good for him to rest players. Like, I think Rudiger will play against Leeds, but I also think giving him this rest, let him recuperate for the Leeds game, get him into some sort of match sharpness and fitness, then come back for the Atletico game stronger. He rested Mount. He dropped Mount as well, which I found bizarre, but it oddly worked. Like Reference said, the rotation system is working at the moment. And as you said, Football Talk, with the rotation system, when we do rotate, we're not sort of losing any quality in the team. It doesn't matter what team we field, we've got that quality in the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Rumours I see earlier, I see Chelsea and Liverpool now. Some other big teams are going for German midfielder. Of you, personally, I reckon it'll go to Fulham because Fulham are a better team than Leeds, as we all know. JK. Shampoo from the reduced section, or I don't know where Yusuf's gone, but I can almost guarantee you it is shampoo from the reduced section. Are the Haaland rumours true? Are you linked? It will be so scary if you buy him. Already there is no competing with Man City, PSG, and now Chelsea. Well, I believe Haaland said that we're not in the. He doesn't want to come to Chelsea. So, I mean, he classified us as not a major club in Europe. So, I mean,
can I speak about this if that's all right?
yeah, go for it, mate.
I think out of if he does consider Chelsea again, I think he'll still go to Man City, to be honest. Because one, his dad played for Man City. I know that might not be a contributing factor, but I think it is. Two, I think they're more right now they're a bigger club than us, but maybe give it a couple of years. But yeah, they've definitely got the more squad depth, I'd say. Than the maybe PSG and Chelsea. But we'll see where he goes. We'll see where he goes.
Yeah, and it's sort of like that Hazard thing. When Hazard signed for Chelsea, he had 3 clubs to pick from, which was Man United, City, and Chelsea. And we all thought he was going to Manchester City, but he came to Chelsea, and look how great of a player he became. And it's sort of similar with Haaland. He's got a choice of what Man City, PSG, Bayern Munich, Liverpool. He's got all these choices, and wherever he goes, I think he will get into the team.
Yeah.
It's definitely a possibility. And just we'll go through these last few. We're 21 minutes, and we haven't even looked at the stats yet. So Ziyech leaves in the summer. I agree with this. He doesn't look like he has the heart to play when he has played. I mean, recently he's played all right, but he just doesn't look like he wants to play. Luke says he went to get your shampoo, Yusuf.
You might leave. Pardon?
Apparently, you went to get your
shampoo. Yeah, I did. Yeah. How do you know, Luke? It's a bit creepy. I don't know. I went to the toilet.
Do you think we get rid of a centre back as we already have Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, Aspilicueta, and Tomori on loan? I think Tomori.
I don't think so. No.
Permanent. He's been really good for AC Milan, like really, really good. And we've still got Malang Sarr to come back on loan as well. So I think he'll go out on loan for another season. He'll come back a better player. And by that time, Aspilicueta and Silva will have probably, moved on. Aspi will probably stay here for the rest of his career, unless he moves back to Spain for a season. But I think by that time, Thiago Silva will definitely be done. EY official, I don't really want Haaland, but apparently the news was fake. Yeah, like we said. Also, last one, rumour around the UCL, there'll be a new system. I see that with this in mind, Man City are after a new striker in Haaland, but also... Right,
moving swiftly on.
Before we do the stats, do you use conditioner?
No. I haven't asked me to shampoo, conditioner, or flipping toothpaste. What flipping toothpaste I use?
Do you gel your hair?
What toothpaste conditioner? No, I don't gel my hair.
We're going to get the stats up now, Yusuf. If
the stats, there we go.
And we'll talk about.
All right. So for the possession, we got 65.5%, and then for the Everton, 34.5. Shots on target, we had 9 to Everton's 1. I think what was the shot on target? Everton's 1. I don't remember. But anyway, 19 shots for us, 7 for Everton. Corners, we had 7 to their 3 corners. Offside, we had 1 and they had 0. Yellow cards 3, and then our 0, and then that's pretty much it for the important stats. But yeah, we pretty much dominate the game.
That Everton chance definitely wasn't Richarlison.
Was it Bernard or was it? I'm not really sure. It came late on in the game. I think.
I don't remember. Yeah.
It might have been Tom Davies. He had a shot, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
It might have been Tom Davies, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah. Right. So in comes the part of the show where we just waffle on about player ratings. Obviously, with Football Talk with us, obviously he's always in the comments, giving us his player ratings. Even if you're not a Chelsea fan, get your player ratings in. I want to see different views. 10 being the highest, 0 being the lowest, and 6 being the average. Yusuf, since you,
Mhm.
Luke, please stop, please stop, please.
Oh,
Look,
mate, this is
we
jokes. This is
seriously put
jokes.
up a Leipzig winner. Q while selling
Shit.
Ziyech. No, stop. I'm not Robbie from AFTV. I don't get baited that easy. I can read it. I can read
He's
it.
a bait.
There's literally full compilations of him getting baited. It's
Yeah,
insane. It's those full compilations. That's when you know it's terrible.
Yeah. So Yusuf, if you could pull up the starting 11s actually, we'll do this.
Oh yeah, give me 1 second. Lineups. There we go. Oops, no, list. There we go. Hey, let me zoom out. 1 second.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. There we go. Right. Okay, I've got it on my big screen here. Just gonna double check. Yeah, we can see it. Okay. Yusuf, we'll start with you. Goalkeeper to attackers. Obviously, remember
All right.
the rating system. What are you gonna go with?
Mendy. Okay. Hey, Mendy. Mendy. He. I think yesterday. There wasn't much to do for him. So, I mean, for the rating, I'll probably give him a 6.5. I mean, it was average to be fair. Didn't have a lot of shots to save. And then for the back line, I think Christensen was very good again. Like the past games, he's been solid in defense. So for the rating, I'll give him a 7. Zuma, probably just standard Zuma, so probably 6.
All right, Yusuf,
And then Aspilicueta.
before you carry on,
What's
a
this?
comment.
What happened? A comment again.
All the best, George. Yusuf, buy me some shampoo.
No, mate, buy it yourself. No, I'm not buying shampoo.
Yusuf's being stingy. And then he says, Joy Mine at 8, I'll definitely be there. Yusuf will probably be there.
Yeah.
Football will probably be there. Everyone, just go and watch it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's good content. Right, carry on. Sorry.
And Aspilicueta, I think he got king of the match. I think for the what is it? This. Wait, 1 second. So this look.
Yeah. King of
Otherwise, yeah, there is. Anyway, I'll probably give him a 7.5 as well. A 7.5.
Well, for those of you that didn't see it, Kai Havertz, the man of the match.
Yeah, but for this, they gave it to Dave. So midfielders, Solonto. I think it was standard to be fair. Probably a 6.5. Jorginho obviously got the goal, the penalty, and I'll probably give him a 7. Sorry, my bad.
He's done it.
I missed. Oh, for God's sake! I've done it again. Anyway, so Kovacic, I think it was good. Obviously, I think his pass, he passed it. I think to Havertz, and then Havertz went down for the penalty. Kovacic for the rating, I'll give him a 7. That's it. James, I think it was really good defensively. Stop pressing it. I didn't even press it.
Just trigger things.
It's so sensitive. You know what? No, that's it. I'm not touching it.
I swear you do iMedia.
Anyway, James, rating probably a 7 again. 7 for rating for him. Forwards, okay. Timo Werner, I think he was poor. His finishing was off. I don't know why he kept trying to not make Finn Pickford. I don't know why, but anyway, for the rating for Timo Werner, probably a 6.5. I mean, he got into he got into the right positions, but obviously couldn't finish at all yesterday. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he was alright yesterday, I guess. Made a couple of runs, good runs as well. Rating probably same as Werner for me, 6.5. Havertz, he was obviously man of the match for me, for everyone, I guess. Rating, I'll give him a 9 rating. I think it was superb yesterday. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be. This is probably one of the first times we've done this, but after the game, I went through the team and I looked at it and I did my player ratings. There's only one player I'd change from yours. I've basically got exactly the same as you. So I changed Hudson-Odoi from a 6.5 to a 7.
Okay.
So, fortunately for me, I don't have to waffle on for that long now. So, I'm going to go straight to you, Football Talk. If you can see that, I'll make it a bit bigger for you.
I see that. That's fine.
Just waffle on about the
Right,
player
oh god, yeah. I'll try and not make it too long. Mendy, I think it's obvious. He only faced one shot again, so just 6 is standard. Aspilicueta, I think he did well when Calvert-Lewin, was when Everton lofted the ball long. Even though he was the shorter man, he did well to keep him at bay. So I'd say 7. Zuma, again, he was brought in for his aerial threat and to try and deal with maybe Calvert-Lewin. Again, I think it was he did his job, wasn't really troubled too much in the game, so I'm gonna say 7 as well. Christensen, I'm gonna give a 7.5 just because obviously he did everything that he was expected to, but also he made a pretty crucial tackle against Richarlison. I think we all saw that when he was through on goal, so I'll give him a 7.5. James, I'm gonna give him a 7 as well. I think he was solid defensively, but he caused Everton quite a few problems down the right hand side with his runs forward and everything. So yeah, I think he was pretty good yesterday. For Alonso, I'm gonna give him an 8. I know it seems a bit out of order, but he got obviously got the assist for the first goal. He was constant threat down the left hand side, and he actually could have scored as well if it wasn't for Pickford. So I think he put on a good display. So I'm gonna give him an 8. Let's see, Jorginho. I'll give him a 7.5. One, firstly because he scored the goal, and he made some good interceptions. And with Kovacic, he controlled the midfield from start to finish. But yeah, Kovacic as well. I'll give a 7.5. He had good energy. He made some good forward runs, and as I said before, with Jorginho, he controlled the midfield. Moving on to
cut in quickly.
Yeah.
Did you think it was a bit of a shock that Kante didn't start since he played so well against Liverpool?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think in my preview I predicted him at the start. I thought we would need him because Everton can be really good with Richarlison and all that with his pace, but it turns out we didn't need him. I was surprised when I saw the lineup, but I guess it's just we have the squad depth and we have the talent on our bench to fill it in. So it's great. Right, moving on to forwards. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I'll also give a 7.5. I think he did well to set up Alonso for the first goal. He made a great run and then gave it to Alonso for Havertz's goal. On all around, he was causing a lot of problems sort of in and around the midfield. So yeah, I'll just give him a 7.5. Havertz, I'll do Havertz for the end. Timo Werner, I've got to give him. I'll just give him a 6 because obviously I think he could have scored like a hat trick yesterday. I think he missed. There was one chance where Everton defender, I think it was like Holgate or something, was going back towards his own goal. Werner took it. There was absolutely no defenders in sight, and he just blasted it near post when he should have just went for the keeper's far side. But anyway, just average for Werner. I think that's how he's been playing this season. Havertz, I'm gonna give him an 8.5. Obviously, it wasn't his best game because he didn't really get. Unfortunately, he couldn't get a goal for himself. But see, the first goal, I'll give him it. Obviously, he got the second, which was ruled out by VAR, and he won the penalty, which was great. I think he linked up with Jorginho for that one. So yeah, all around a great game for him. So yeah.
100%. That even in the comments when you do the player ratings, you always go into a lot of detail, and it's great. It really is great. We get to hear the detailed analysis on each player, and we just get to hear everything about it. And Rosengold saying he thinks James got an 8, but he hasn't given any other players. So who knows? Breath John, thoughts on Chilwell? Does he fit Tuchel's game? Yusuf?
I think he does. Just that I think Tuchel prefers Alonso because he's more of a wing back than Chilwell. But Chilwell can obviously play there. Obviously, he played there perfectly well against Liverpool and United. So I think both are good there. I think Alonso, he's more of a natural wing back.
Yep, fair enough. So just get your last few comments in if you can. We are going to be ending it in a minute. Thank you to everyone that's supported the channel over the last few weeks. Growth has been good. We're going up at a steady pace. And I would just like to say thank you to everyone. Obviously, we had 14 people watching this at one point, which is the most we've ever had. Maybe we'll be watching this in a few months and thinking, that's such a low number, but who knows? Once again, Football Talk, I'm going to give you another chance to plug your channel now that there are more people in the chat. So just, again, fire away.
Cheers. Obviously my channel is called the Football Talk. If you want to go and watch and check out my videos, that'll be great. I post football content basically every time Chelsea play, and I give just analysis on the games and stuff, and do occasionally do some other general football stuff, maybe like top fives that are going to be coming out maybe next week or so. But yeah, cheers guys.
No problem,
Cheers,
mate. Absolute pleasure to have you on. It's been a long time coming, I have to say. You've been in the comments for as far back as I can remember. Always giving great analysis on the game and just being amazing in the comments. So thank you, mate, for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. It was a pleasure to be here.
We'll have to come on your channel soon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'll be good. Yusuf, again, you have been smashing it as the co-host lately.
Yes, mate.
And I'm going to let you do the outro, sorry.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Guys, comment as well. Thanks for commenting and sharing your play ratings and your thoughts. And we will see you next time for the preview on Friday. See you later.
See you later.